Yorokobe Zashu! And welcome back to another episode of Fate Stay Night. Now, I've actually invented my own version of this quote, Rejoice Mongrel, or Yorokobe Zashu, in Farsi, and I'd like to share it with you. Now, I don't know the exact translation of mongrel or Zashu in Farsi, so I had to use an equivalent of it. And what I've concocted would be this. Khushhalbash no karam. Barinkeman mizaramit to a chok. And what this would exactly translate to is, be happy, my servant, for I will put you in the dirt. And I used servant because it's the most close word you see in Farsi. Just to give you a lesson, we have kolfat, which is like a female servant, and then you have nokar, which is like a manservant. So I would say be happy, which could also just be related to rejoice, because I don't know the direct word for rejoice, but khosh halbash, be happy, is essentially the same thing. So khosh halbash nokaram, barinkeman mizaramet tu chok. Now, if I was a fighting game character for Fate Unlimited codes or Melty Blood, that would probably be my entrance quote when I entered a battle. Just something I thought of this morning and I'd like to share with you, because I thought it was pretty fucking cool. Because I am, at my heart, a Persian. And I am a Persian, Iranian, however you want to say it. So, I have to find my own ways of saying these Japanese fucking quotes, because I am no weeaboo. I am a proud Iranian. Anyway, let us continue into this game. Khosh halbash no karam. Haha. No karaman. I don't really know how to say that in plural. I want to say like zashus, kind of, but I don't know how to. No karam? No karam? I think it would just be no karam. And then you're just saying like multiple ones. I don't know. If any of you guys actually know Farsi as well, like me, maybe you can confirm that, but I'm fluent myself and I'm pretty sure I was accurate. Anyway, let us go ahead and get right into this bitch. I will load the save state where we previously left off, and I also want to make one more remark besides this one. This is the point where this Let's Play will become blind. Now, episodes 1 through 7, up until this point, I've read. Now, here comes the point where I have not read this anymore. This is the farthest I've gotten, and if you're wondering, you're a seasoned Type Moon fan. Someone called me a Fate fan. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a Fate fan, I'm more of just a Type Moon fan in general, because Type Moon... I have other works in Type Moon that I honestly like more than Fate, like Maho Sukai no Yoru. I haven't read it completely, but I know Pare Aoko Aozaki is my favorite character besides Gilgamesh. She's my favorite female. I like Kara no Kyokai more, and debatably Tsukihime. I gotta read it first to see, but yeah, like I really like Fate, but I also really like all the other works, basically, is what I'm trying to say, so I'm just a Type Moon fan. But despite that, I haven't finished these VNs because they're just so time consuming, and I am a busy person, and I don't want my experience to be marred by long periods of interruptions in between my sessions of consumption of the material. Therefore, I have not finished it, but I shall now, with all of you! Because that's honestly why I started YouTube, guys. I started it to play the video games I liked. Initially, it was Pokemon, and just share it with people. And you know, those are my roots. So that's why we're coming back with a Let's Play. If you thought I was some gacha tuber, fuck that shit, I'm a Let's Player that also does gacha shit and whatever else the fuck I want. I want to make a car exhaust video? Boy, I'll make a fucking car exhaust video. I'll make a fucking whatever I want, dog. I made a video drinking creating a Gilgamesh cocktail, homie. We do whatever the fuck we want out here. So, khosh halbash no karam. Yeah, there you go. No karam. No karaman would be like my servant. And then no karam would be my servants. Manservants. No karam. So I don't need a fellow Iranian to confirm that with me. I'm fluent. Sometimes I just forget things, as we all do, since I don't speak this every day. But honestly, I don't speak Farsi that often, so my fluency is pretty impressive for the amount that I speak. But regardless, let's get off with this rant. It's almost been 5 minutes and I haven't read a single line, so I hope you enjoyed my rant. Anyway, let's begin. This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. Tsukihime, alert. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the weather wasn't cold. The corridor was only a little chilly, and it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house much. No, sirree, did he not. Not going outside, he would just laze carelessly around the house. I regret it even now thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? When I was a child, I wanted to be a superhero. Suddenly, that man himself, a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. I wish I'd found that earlier. I skipped too early, my bad. I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. And Kiritsugu knows everything. He's a true hero, so why wouldn't it be wrong? He's my idol. I see, and I guess it can't be helped. You know, I was praising Koto Minakire's voice actor a lot in the last episode, and I always praise Gilgamesh's voice actor because he's a god. But really, Kiritsugu also has an amazing voice, and it's so befitting of him. Really, all the voices in this series are fucking godly, except for... Not even... Except, I was about to say except for Shinji, just because I don't like him, but you know what? His voice is good too, because it fits him. It fits him. It exemplifies his character very well, so the voice actor is good. All the voice acting in the series is phenomenal. I heard Tsukihime in the VN actually doesn't have voice acting like this one, and that kind of makes me sad, because voice acting really enhances the experience of the visual novel consumption. You know, it might be a little easier for me to let's play it when it comes time for that, because spoiler alert, I will be doing that after I do Fate Hollow Ataraxia in this game, but because I don't have to like pause in between dialogue or get talked over to dialogue, yada yada yada. But you know what? As far as just an experience from me, the reader, and you guys even, because you, especially if you haven't read the VN yourself, you're experiencing it through me, which thank you, by the way, if you chose me as your experience for the VN. I am honored, and I hope you have a fantastic experience with me. This has been your flight attendant, Captain Humstabaldian EX XD Rarmite. Please fasten your seatbelts and keep all hands and feet inside the aircraft, because I don't know how you could get them outside the aircraft, because, well, you would probably fucking die, and so would everyone else. And yeah, regardless, sorry, retard rant completed. Yeah, I like the voice acting, and I guess they didn't have, I don't know if it wasn't, they just lacked the technology, because Tsukihime is pretty old. That's why everyone wants a remake, and they didn't make the remake in the past 10 years, even though they promised it long time ago, yada yada yada. But regardless, I appreciate this, and I hope you all appreciate the quality of the voice acting, because it's quite spectacular, really, especially when you consider this VN was made in 2004. For 2004, it takes place in 2004. I think it came out in 2004 as well. But regardless, for the early 2000s, this is some incredible work. It's a masterpiece, and even today I can appreciate it as a true masterpiece of literary and artistry. Like literary art and visual art, production value, truly a fucking masterpiece. That's why I'm taking this series more seriously than I would like an average LP. Even though I'm still bullshitting and joking around and shit, I'm doing it less, just because I don't want to ruin the experience of this game. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy my rants in between the dialogue, because, you know, I want to have my opinions as well, not just it being a game. But at the same time, I do want it a lot to be the game, and fuck, I'm a human contradiction sometimes. Anyway, yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kiritsugu answers. But then, aren't we all human contradictions? I really want you to ask yourself that. I think we all are hypocrites at our core. So, of course, my response was determined. Yeah, can't be helped, so I'll take your place. Aww. You're so innocent, Shiro. We love you. I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. No, sir, after breathing in, Emiya Kiritsugu said, yeah. Anshishita. I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes, and his life ended. Poor guy. He died right by Shiro. That must be slightly not slightly, that must be very traumatizing for a kid, but at the same time, I don't feel like Shiro was traumatized because of how peaceful Kiritsugu's death was. It's kind of hard to explain. This is a contradiction in itself, because you would expect your father, adopted or not, dying in front of you, or really anyone dying in front of you at that age to be traumatic, but it looks like Shiro was almost content with the way it happened, because Kiritsugu was content with his end too. Since he looked so peaceful, I thought he would wake up again in the morning, so I didn't disturb him. Well, he didn't realize it at first, but I guess when he does realize it, perhaps being used to seeing death factored in too, without doing anything, and that probably factors into him not being traumatized. Without doing anything, I just looked up at the man who was my father as he entered a long sleep in which he would never awake, until he was summoned as an assassin servant in fit grand order. There were no sounds of insects in the garden, as it was silent. In the bright night, I remember only my eyes being hot. I did not cry out, nor did I feel sad. But I could not stop my tears until the moon sunk. Yes, it was quite an event of melancholy. That is a story from a winter 5 years ago. The end of the tale of Emiya Kiritsugu, and the prelude of the tale of Emiya Shiro. Perhaps I cried 10 years' worth of tears after that. There was nothing. Since there was nothing, Fujine's father planned the funeral, and I started living in this house all by myself. Young Emiya Shiro. Nothing changed even though Kiritsugu was gone. Emiya Shiro would become a superhero like Emiya Kiritsugu, so there was no time to be playing around. That's right. I didn't mention it, but I remember perfectly the figure of the man who saved me, who was left to the fire 10 years ago. He held up in his arms an unconscious child about to die from burns. He became so happy that tears welled up in his eyes and took the child outside. From that time, he was the subject of admiration. No one saved me. I couldn't save anyone. In it all, I was saved, and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him, become a superhero, so that I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Kiritsugu died peacefully, leaving me in his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed their father. Emiya Shiro must become a superhero and save someone, just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream of the man I admired the most. But honestly, I don't get it. What this superhero thing is supposed to be, how to become one, how to make everyone happy like Kiritsugu always said, and I became this thing called a master, and things like the blonde-haired girl following me around this, confusing my head, and really, when I open my eyes, I'm in a familiar room. What? I'm in my own room. As soon as I speak, I start to feel terribly sick. Off topic, I feel like that segment just there was my best commentary job of this entire series. I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about that. Let me know if you enjoyed that. A couple runner-ups are when I was commentating Kukulin and Emiya's, Archer's fight, and when I was commentating Berserker and Saber's fight. But fuck, dude. I think I did the best job there. Follow-up would be the Berserker one. Follow-up then would be the Kukulin one. But I've been like dead tired, and my room is so stuffy because I have to close everything because I don't want background noise to come in. But right now I left my front door open, the door to enter my room. The window's closed, but the door to enter my room is open, so there's a little more air circulation. I have a little more energy even though I'm still tired. So I feel like that's really helping to keep me commentating consistently, because a lot of times, like especially in episode 6 where I just cut it off when I intended to just take a quick water break, dude, my brain was dead. That's why I was stumbling on the words so much and I couldn't read right and I sounded retarded, at least to myself. But right now I feel amazing. I feel like I can properly read, like a proper intellectual, like a proper person that can read, like a literate. And it feels fucking good! I can read! Fuck yeah! I'm sorry. I was passionate about being able to read, you know. Being able to read is quite the ability. I actually read a book once. It was called The Cat in the Hat, and it really just tickled my pickle. But yeah, anyway, I felt like I did a good job there, and I'm going to continue to do a fucking fantastic job this episode. Bet! Let's fucking get it! As soon as I speak, I start to feel terribly sick. I taste blood in my mouth. Maybe it was filling my mouth, but I breathe in thick air. And I'm not sure why I feel like this. Really, I don't. I feel really sick to my stomach, so I want to go to the bathroom and wash my face. Alright, I stand up. I feel dizzy. I almost fall and support myself by putting a hand against the wall. The nausea increases when I move. No, this is more like pain than nausea. My body feels heavy and it feels like my stomach is turning every time I move. Maybe someone would feel like this if someone poured... Maybe someone would feel like this if someone poured burning lead into their stomach. Fuck. Imagine that it is giving me headaches. Imagining. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and wobble out of my room. Alright. I feel better now, but wait a second. I got hacksawed by Tohsaka, by Hercules. Hercules. I don't get why people... I know Heracles is also correct, but I think that's the Roman pronunciation, and to my knowledge, Hercules is the more correct one. I always said Hercules. I think Heracles sounds stupid. Sounds insufferable to me, so I'm gonna always say Hercules. But yeah, Hercules hacked my boy, so I bet he's wondering, wait a second, I feel better now, but why am I alive again? What the fuck? So let's see what happens, how he comes to this realization. I wash my face and wipe the sweat off my body. What? There are bandages wrapped around my stomach for some reason. Why do I have bandages wrapped around my stomach? Did I fall and trip down the stairs over a Lego? I can't recall anything about them, so I leave them be for now. I wonder if there are any leftovers. Even though my stomach feels terrible, my body wants energy. It wants to eat ass. Do we eat ass? Gah! Putting my mind into it, I start to walk along the wall. I feel dizzy, and my body feels dull. Ow! Ah! I walk forward, letting out miserable sounds. Really, what did I do before going to bed? I don't remember any training that could have caused this pain. I reach the living room. Sakura and Fujine must be at school. There's no breakfast prepared in the living room, and there's none of Fujine's loudness. The quiet living room is like a typical Sunday. Except arguably the hottest girl in my school is in my house in the morning to greet me. Hello. Good morning. I'm afraid I came in without asking you, Emiya-kun. Now, allow me to sucketh thy pee-pee. I mean, no, that's not it. What? Tohsaka Rin is sitting on a cushion. Is this the casting couch? Her calmness makes me think I'm the guest in this house and not her. Maybe I'm the one on the casting couch. Huh? I don't know how to answer her, so first of all, I sit down. And then I take a deep breath and ask, Tohsaka, omae wa doushite? Hold on, could you apologize first? I can't calm down until I hear an apology for last night. I don't even have time to ask her why she's here. Tohsaka is glaring at me like she's really mad. It seems she's really angry about last night, but what happened last night? Oh, I got split open by a fucking huge-ass, big dick, long dick style sword from Tohsaka. And I died. I recall it now. That's right, why am I so relaxed? I fucking died. I tried to save Saber, and Tohsaka blew away my stomach to smithereens. He just obliterated me like the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Like, why am I alive? Ugh. The nausea returns. I feel a chill. Remembering the feeling of having a hole in my body like a planetary devastation attack just opened the wormhole inside my butthole and just spewed out my internal organs. Like, what in the fuck is this? Something in my stomach moves. It feels really sick. It feels really sick, but that's definite proof that I'm alive. Wait, that's weird. Shouldn't that have been instant death for me? That's strange. Why the hell am I alive? Do you remember the stupid thing you did last night? If you do, then please review your actions. Tohsaka lets out a humph and criticizes me. What a typical tsundere. That's really annoying. But she's not a typical tsundere. She's an elite ascendant goddess tsundere. One among the pillar of the ultimate. Wow, I feel like such a disgrace calling her just typical. How dareth thee. My head, which was frozen by the fact that Tohsaka is here, finally resumes activity again. What are you saying? There was nothing else to do at that time. Oh well, it does look stupid if you look at the results, but I was going to do it better! So it wasn't a mistake. I protest, glaring at her. What? Why is she sighing? Pee is stored in the balls, Emiya-kun. Didn't I tell you that servants will disappear if their master is killed? So it's crazy to protect your servant. To try to protect your servant, in fact. Look, Saber will disappear if you're killed. If you want to save Saber, think of a way to do so from a safe place. Geez, don't you understand that protecting your servant with your life is just meaningless? It's not that I protected her with my life. I tried to save her and it just happened to work out like that. I didn't think things would end up like that. Let me hold on. Why is she sighing? Blah blah blah. I didn't tell if their master is killed. Okay, so let's try easy to do this. Look, Saber, jeez. Okay, I only went back there because I wanted to see if she said why he survived, because I feel like she should have answered that there. So I was like, wait, did I brush over that? No, I didn't. Okay, I guess I'll answer that here. I think I would be killed if I went near that monster, but that's a different matter. Is given like that generic emo fucking what do you call it, edgy look, a little face in front of that's like a Gladion from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and like so many Satania from Gabriel Dropout. It's like that stereotypical little what it fucking Ibaraki Doji type of edgy ass emo. I am darkness. Look, but in Rin's case she's just face palming. But I can't help but be reminded of that little emo pose every time I see someone in anime do that. Especially an anime character do that. I see you seem to be misunderstanding. Mataku, you seem to be quite the fool. As if she's reading my mind, she sulks even more. Look, Emiya-kun, I'll come out and say it, but I didn't take you to the church to help you win. I was trying to help you stay alive even if you were left on your own. It seems you didn't understand that part of it, dumbass. Help me stay alive? That's right, you shouldn't take risks if you realize that a loss equals your death. You seem to be someone who would walk out at night by yourself, even in a situation like this. If I threatened you, I thought you wouldn't take risks and you might get through this. I see, I didn't notice that. So that's why she's complaining to me about not realizing that and running at Bazaka. So why are you mad, Tohsaka? It shouldn't bother you if I'm the one that made the mistake. Of course it bothers me. You made me worry for a whole night! I nursed you back to health. Dummy! Baka! How dare you make me do such a thing? Oh god, I'm so embarrassed, I'm blushing fly! Tohsaka throws out a temper tantrum. But I see. Soka, naruhodo. I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm happy she's worrying about me. Looking at the situation, it seems Tohsaka was the one who treated my wound. I see. I guess you helped me out. Thank you. I bow my head to show my thanks and apologize. It's fine. If you understand, if you've learned from this, try to act smarter next time. Tohsaka looks away. Her gesture is snappy, but it seems she's in a good mood again. Then, we're done with what happened last night. I'll go into the main topic. Well, which do you want to talk about? About last night, or about something serious? Oh. Tohsaka starts a conversation as if it's natural to do so. Her straightforwardness surprises me, but thinking about it, she's here because she has something to talk about. If she didn't have business with me, she would have gone home already. What is it that Tohsaka, my enemy, wants to discuss in her enemy's territory? I'm interested in that, and I also want to know what happened last night. Did we get married? Were we in Las Vegas? Is this The Hangover Part 6? Or Part 7? Or Part 8? Just like the episode number of this video. Illuminati confirmed. That doesn't confirm it. I don't know what will. Shit. Maybe Tupac. Fuck. Hail Mary. Hail Mary by No, not Hail Mary. Which song was that? Yes, I'm alive. I may be. No. When you see me, oh my bad. I fucking forgot what song that was. I have it on my phone. I listen to a lot of old school rap. But I have a brain fart. There was this one song where there was a lot of retarded Illuminati videos back in the day, and the line Tupac's like is like, yes, I'm no, sorry, that's what it's like. When you see me, nibba, holla my set, right? But when you play it backwards, it'll be like, yes, I'm alive, and me be missing you. And it actually does do that because I got so suspicious of it that I downloaded the song back then, and I reversed the footage myself in Audacity, and it does indeed do that. It's not a lie. So people thought it was like some conspiracy theory, and it was fucking crazy. Even I was kind of blown back by it, because I was like a freshman in high school when I stumbled upon that, and I kind of shitted my trousers, I'm not gonna lie. But it was like, I was like, I don't know, I just remembered it. I forgot what song it was, though. Fuck, dude, I want to look at my phone right now. I don't think, actually, was it Hail Mary? Was it Hail Mary? No. Oh! Hold on. It's like one of my favorite Tupac songs, especially the classic version of it. I cannot be satisfied until I fucking remember this. Hold on. Fuck. Fuck, why can't I remember this song? I'm retarded. You know what? I'm just gonna put a little fucking... If I can remember the timestamp, okay, this is like 29 minutes into the recording. I'm going to fucking put something on the screen right now that shows what the song is. Because I know this song. I listen to this fucking song. Especially the original version of it. Not the remake version. The true version of this song. I fucking like this song. I'm not some fucking poser that's just bringing it up and I don't actually listen to it. That's why it's fucking irritating me. And I can't remember the name. Why am I going on this rant? Fuck! But, yeah, that was pretty wild, and it had nothing to do with the plot at all, so, yeah. I'm interested to know what happened last night, and I do eat ass, so let's continue. It's stupid not to ask, do I ask her about yesterday? I don't really think it matters, does it? I think this is just your choice. So ask about yesterday. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to hear either. Ask about the serious stuff. Ask about yesterday. Yeah, I think this decision is just your choice. I can't really see any of these having some serious implications. I'm just gonna ask about yesterday because I feel like that's just the most logical thing to do. If I was him, I would want to know what happened last night personally, so... Even if I'm going to listen to her, I have to know the situation I'm in first. I have to know where I am before I go somewhere else. That is the basic principle of a journey. I want to know what happened yesterday first. Wow, see? I made the logical choice and she acknowledged my intelligence. Thank you, Tohsaka Rin-chan. Fucking appreciated that. Oni-chan XD R:33C XP. Tohsaka Rin smiles contentedly and describes what happened yesterday in a winrar.exe.rar file. It seems that berserker_exe left after I fell unconscious. She tells me that my body started to heal itself and that it looked fine after about 10 minutes. And she says she brought me here since I didn't regain my consciousness even when my wound had healed. And that's where we are right now. ここで重要なのは、あなたはあなた一人で生き切ったっていう事実よ。確かに私は手助けしたけど、あの傷を完治させたのはあなた自身の力だった。そう、勘違いしないでよね。The important thing here is that you survived on your own. I did help you, but it was your own power that healed that wound. Don't mistake that part. 話を聞くとそうみたいだけど、なんだ、Tohsakaが直してくれたんじゃないのか。Seems that way from what you told me. So you didn't heal it? まさか死にかけてる人間を蘇生させるなんてゲットはもう私にはできない。エミやシローは自分でぶっ飛んだ中身をどうにかしたのよ。What can I do now that she said that? My stomach has certainly healed, but I have doubts about Tohsaka's story. I can't use healing magic, let alone revival magic. And the cause must be a servant. Hold on, I kind of missed what she said. No, shut up, bitch! Of course, I can't do anything like revive dying person, nor Mishiro hit his own wounds himself. Okay, the cause must be the servant. Your servant must be really powerful, or something went wrong during the summoning. Well, I think it's both, but I think some kind of line formed between you two. Does it have to do with Avalon? It's probably Avalon, but I don't know if Saber herself has Avalon right now, or if Shiro has it somewhere in him. But I thought Avalon was lost at the end of Fate Zero. I can't remember anymore, so it's probably good that I can't remember because it doesn't spoil anything. But if I had to just assume what it was, Avalon basically makes Artoria or King Arthur invincible when he has Excalibur and Avalon together. So if one of them has Avalon, or if he has Avalon or some shit, he's probably gonna heal, but I think that's what it is. Line? Line って使い魔と魔術師を結ぶ因果線のこと？あら、ちゃんと使い魔の知識はあるじゃない。なら話は早いわ。要するにエミヤ君とセイバーの関係は普通の主人と使い魔の関係じゃないってこと。見たところセイバーには自然治癒の力もあるみたいだから、それがあなたに流れてるんじゃないかな。Again, I think this is Avalon. 普通は魔術師の能力が使い魔に付与されるんだけど、あなたの場合は使い魔の特殊能力が主人を助けてるってわけ。Normally, the magician's power flows into the familiar, but in your case, the familiar's power is flowing into you and helping you out. 簡単に言って、川の水が下から上に流れているようなもんか。So putting it simply, it's like a river flowing upstream. うまい例えね。本来ならありえないだろうけど、セイバーの魔力ってのは川の流れを変えるほど膨大なんでしょ。そうでなければ、あの体格でバーサーカーとまともに打ち合うなんて考えられない。That's a good way to put it. It is not naturally possible, but I bet Saber's magical energy is so great that it can even change the flow of a river. That's the only reason she is able to go against Tohsaka with her small size. Not naturally possible. Then the relationship between you and Acha, that of a normal familiar? Majutsu from there should have been an is here. And the relationship between you and Archer is that of a normal Majutsu familiar. That threw me off because there was no is there. Oh wait, I'm retarded. Then is the relationship between you and Archer that of a normal Majutsu familiar? Fuck. Sorry. Anyway, yes, doesn't he listen to much of what I say? He doesn't listen to much of what I say, but we do still have such a relationship.
Master to servantのつながりなんてガソリンとエンジンみたいなものだもの。こっちが魔力を提供して、あっちがそれを食べるだけ。
The connection between a servant and a master is like that of a gasoline and an engine. We provide the magical energy, and the servant just uses it.
まあ中には肉体面でもサーバントと共有して疑似的な不死を得たマスターもいたそうよ。サーバントが死なない限り自分も死なないなんていうやつなんだけど。エミヤ君、人の話聞いてる？
Well, I guess there have been some masters who shared their physical bodies with their servant to obtain fake immortality, not dying until their servants are dead. Something like that. Hey, are you listening, Emiya-kun? Huh? Yeah, I'm listening. Then, are you saying most wounds on my body will heal, even if I don't do anything?
あなたのサーバントの魔力を消費してね。理屈はわからないけど、原因がセイバーの実体化にあることは間違いないわ。あなたが自然治癒の呪いなんて習得しているはずはないから。
Using your servant's magical energy, I don't know how, but I'm sure the cause is in Saber's materialization. I know you haven't learned the curse of self-healing. Of course not. My father never taught me anything that difficult.
そうじゃなくて、そうだったら私が悩む必要はなかったっていうことよ。いいわ。あなたには関係のない話だから。
No, I mean, if that's the case, I've nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. What is it? Tohsaka's words are indirect and hard to follow.
まあいいわ。とにかくあまり無茶はしないこと。
Oh well, just don't do anything too reckless.
今回は助かったからいいけど、次にあんな傷を負ったらまず助からないはずだから。多少の傷なら治るなんていう甘い考えは捨てた方がいいでしょうね。
It's good that you survived this time, but you won't survive if you take that kind of wound again. You shouldn't get any optimistic hopes that you'll survive any major wounds. Because you fucking won't. I understand. I feel bad about taking damage and having Saber helping me.
バカね。そんな理由じゃないわよ。断言してもいいけど、あなたの傷を治すと減るのはセイバーの魔力だけじゃない。
Idiot, that's not the reason. I'm sure you're not just using Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds.
あなた、それ絶対なんか使ってるわ。
You're definitely using something.
寿命とか性分とか預金残高とか、ともかく何かが減りまくってるに違いないんだから。
I don't know what it is, but your lifespan, your luck, or your savings account, but you're definitely using something up. Yeah, and I feel like that's Avalon. It has to be. Tohsaka gives a hump, once again. I feel the same way, but... Tohsaka, doesn't my savings account have nothing to do with this? Hey man, it has everything to do with this. Money heals everything. If you got a problem, just throw money at it. That's true for like... That's honestly true for like 95 to 99.9% of things in life, dog. Except for certain things, the very small, minute portion of things you can't fix with money. You can throw money at a lot of fucking problems, and if you just have enough of it, it'll solve the problem. I swear to fucking gosh. People that say money does not buy happiness are mostly wrong. You definitely will be more happier with money. I feel like people just say that, so kills your drive to go and become successful because they don't want you to be successful. Money solves a lot of problems. I'm not saying you cannot be happy without money. You of course can be happy and 100% fulfilled. But dog, money solves so many fucking problems, dog! Like, come on! I don't... That's just my take. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. Not 100%, of course, you can still have money and be depressed or whatever, but that shit solves a lot of fucking problems that you have in this world. It just makes them non-existent. A lot of problems. Not all of them, but a lot of problems. And if your only problem at that point is like stress from your work or something like that, I mean, that's something everyone fucking has. That's not a big deal. But at least when you're done with your job, you can take solace that you're not fucking doing all of that work and going through all that stress for something that has no prestige in it, and that you're dirt poor afterwards. You're comfortable and you have some sort of prestige to your name and all of that. And actually, this is something my uncle likes to say. Life is hard I'm not going to quote it exactly, but I can kind of paraphrase it. Like, life is hard regardless, but when times are tough, it's better to like cry in a Mercedes-Benz than a Honda. Like, that's kind of the rough of it. And I couldn't agree more with that. Even though I'm not like a huge Benz person, basically the point of it is, it's better to have the problems that are unavoidable and everyone's gonna have with money than it is to have those same problems without money. That's a fucking fact. That has nothing to do with this quote, but that just got me thinking. Of course it does. Magic uses up your money. It kind of does. All those gems she fucking has, shit. If she didn't have all that money, she couldn't supply herself with a lot of the materials for her workshop. So, fuck yeah, it uses up a lot of money. Look at Chaldea in Fate Grand Order. The guy had to win the Holy Grail War and wish for money to make Chaldea a thing. And if he didn't do that, the fucking entire humanity would have been incinerated because Chaldea would not have been a fucking thing! Money solves problems! Do not tell me otherwise! You are retarded if you think money does not solve, like, almost all fucking problems. Almost. There's that, almost, not all. I know there's a small portion of those, but fuck, don't deny this, man. Don't be delusional. Please, just be logical. It fucking helps a lot. Fuck. Anyway, magic uses up your money, so it's something that drains your money the more you use it. What, just like Fate Grand Order? Anyway, I won't allow myself to be wrong. Oh shit, she's about to use Ibaraki Doji's Noble Phantasm. I'm about to have the fucking revenge of Rashomon. Oh, here, look at that. The sizzling fucking chula kebabs cooking. That's about to be me. Alright. Kababe kubide or kababe berg. Please cook one. Anyway. Tohsaka Rin erupts with the fires of personal grudges. It's strange. The more I talk with her, the more I understand this is the real Tohsaka Rin, and that the Tohsaka Rin at school is just a mask she puts on. But I like those types of girls, in anime at least. Like, the ones that have like this mysterious double life, and then they're completely different, but they're still fucking refined and awesome and waifu-worthy in the end. Tohsaka Rin is elite. Anyway, it's something that I had realized already yesterday. Yes, indeed, putting the part about money aside. I'll be serious. Is that alright, Emiya-kun? That's why you stayed here, right? Alright, I'll listen. And I'll be direct about it. What are you planning to do from now on? She asked directly the one question I don't want to be asked. No, that's not it. It's not that I don't want her to ask me, but I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm the one who wants to ask. What do I do now? Honestly, I don't know. You say I should fight for the Holy Grail War, but I've never seen a fight between Magi. First of all, I want to try to avoid killing people, and most of all, I'm not interested in something mysterious like the Holy Grail. I'm not too sure about risking my life for something I don't want. I knew you'd say that. You'll be killed by your servant if you say something like that. Why would I? Because the servant's goal is also the Holy Grail. They can be summoned by the masters because a condition on their summoning is that they obtain the Holy Grail. The most important thing for a servant is to obtain the Holy Grail. They obey their master and risk their life for the master. Okay, sorry. They obey their master and risk their life for their master because they have a chance of obtaining the Holy Grail. So just try saying that you don't want the Holy Grail. You can't complain even if they kill you and call you a betrayer. What is that? That's weird because servants are what the master summons, right? So... do you think a servant would obey a human for no reward? This Holy Grail grants the wish of whoever obtains it. The servant of the master who obtains it, is no exception. Fuck. Now I'm starting to get tired. Even the servants have their own wishes. That is why they respond to the otherwise impossible summoning. It's not that the masters are summoning the servants to obtain the Holy Grail. The servants are answering the master's call because they can obtain the Holy Grail. Servants have their own desires. Of course they do, they have a fucking will, dude. Did you not realize that from the second you summon Saber? Come on, Shiro, that's a little clueless right there, but whatever. Then, does that mean Saber has a wish he wants the Holy Grail to grant? Yes, what else would it mean? That's why the servants try to eliminate other servants, even without orders from their masters. Only one can obtain the Holy Grail. They cannot accept other masters obtaining the Holy Grail. Unlike their masters, they don't have the power to take away the command spells, so the only way they can disarm other masters is to kill them. So even if the master has no intention of fighting, battle is inevitable. A master who is attacked by a servant must fight it off with their own servant. You heard enough from Kirei to know that this is the nature of the Holy Grail War, right? Yeah, he told me that last night. But that means allowing your servant to try to kill other servants. I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with the other masters, but if the servants are summoned, one summoned to obtain the Holy Grail, and if it is true that they will not give it up, then a battle between the servants is inevitable. Then, the girl that fought to protect me is also ready to kill or be killed to obtain the Holy Grail. That's awful. I don't know about this heroic spirit thing, but Saber is human. She was bleeding badly yesterday too.
心して。サーバントに生死はないから。サーバントは絶命しても本来の場所に帰るだけだもの。英霊っていうのはもう死んでも死なない現象だからね。戦いに敗れて殺されるのは当事者であるマスターだけよ。
Oh, don't worry about that part. There's no life or death for the servants. Even if servants are eliminated, they just go back to where they belong. Heroic spirits are a phenomenon. They can't be killed. The only ones that can be killed during the fight are the masters. A fight. No, but still. Even if it's a temporary death, there's still the fact that something human-shaped has disappeared from this world.
何？人殺しだっていうの？魔術師のくせにまだそんな正義感振り回してるわけ？あなた。
What, are you saying it's murder? Are you still carrying a sense of justice even though you're a Mudgets? Her comment is only natural. As a Mudgets, death is always right beside me. I understand it, and I'm already prepared for that. But still, I'm not strong enough to judge people's deaths as good or bad. Of course, I won't participate in a fight to the death. Such sass. Oh, so you're going to just wait for others to kill you? You're ceding the victory to other masters. That's not it. The point is to survive to the end, right? I don't have any intention of killing others, but I'll have no mercy in a fight to protect myself. If the opponent is out to kill me, they won't complain if they are killed in return, right?
受けに回るんだ。それじゃあ他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するのね。例えば昨日のあいつが暴れ回って町の人間を皆殺しにしても無視するってわけ？
Oh, so you'll be staying on the defensive. Then you'll just be observing what other masters are doing, right? So even if someone like yesterday goes around killing everyone, you're just going to ignore it. Someone like yesterday. She must mean that inhuman monster. A superhuman strength that allows the destruction of a house or two with a single blow. Certainly, if that thing wished, this town could be in ruins in just one night. And on top of that, the problem is that the servants are normally in spirit form. Humans can't see those in spirit form. But since servants can affect the real world as spirits, you could call them the most powerful weapon. With the technology we have now, there are no weapons that can affect a spiritual being. Our attacks are useless against them, and their attacks can damage us. It's not just a one-sided game. Murder by a servant is like a natural death for normal people. Death caused by an invisible killer will just be treated as accidental death or suicide. What is that? Servants? No, masters and servants don't just attack other masters. Other people have nothing to do with them, right?
Yeah,
I really wish that was the case, but if it were, you wouldn't need a supervisor like Kire, would you?
一つ言い忘れていたけど、サーバントっていうのは霊なの。彼らはもう完成したものだから、今以上の成長はない。
I should have said earlier, servants are spirits. They are already complete, so they don't grow.
けど、燃料である魔力は別よ。
But magical energy used as fuel is different.
蓄えた魔力が多ければ多いほど、サーバントは生前の特殊能力を自由に行使できるわ。
The more magical energy they have available, the more they can use the powers they had in life.
そのあたりは私たち魔術師と一緒なんだけど、あなたこの意味わかる？
That part is the same for us, Magi. Do you understand? I do, so they can use magic repeatedly, right? You could say magical energy is the gunpowder to fill a gun, and the Mudgets is the gun itself. The type of gun depends on the Mudget's ability. Pistol, rifle, machine gun, shotgun. Using that metaphor, servants are cannons. Using a large amount of gunpowder, they fire a large bullet.
そうよ。けどサーバントたちは私たちみたいに自然からマナを提供されてるわけじゃない。基本的に彼らは自分の中だけの魔力で活動する。
That's right, servants aren't given their mana by nature. They act with the magical energy inside them.
それを補充するのが私たちマスターで、サーバントは自分の魔力プラス主であるマスターの魔力分しか生前の力を発揮できないの。
We masters supply it, so servants can only use their powers using their own magical energy, plus the magical energy of their master.
けどそれだとあなたみたいに半人前のマスターじゃ優れたマスターにはかなわないってことになるでしょ。
But that means an amateur master like you would be no match for other masters, right?
その抜け道っていうか、当たり前って言えば当たり前の方法なんだけれど、サーバントは他から魔力を補充できる。
So there's a loophole. Well, I guess you could call it an obvious answer. Servants can supplement their magical energy from other sources.
サーバントは霊体だから、同じものを食べてしまえば栄養は取れるってこと。
Servants are like spirits, so they can get nourishment from eating things that are like them. Nourished by eating things that are like them?
同じものって霊体のことか。けど何の霊を食べるって言うんだよ。
Things like them? You mean spirits? But what kind of spirits would they eat? Isn't it obvious, Shiro?
簡単でしょ。自然霊は自然そのものから力を汲み取る。
It's a simple answer. Nature spirits obtain power from nature itself.
なら人間霊であるサーバントは一体何から力を汲み取ると思う？
So where do you think savants, human spirits, get their power from? Oh. There, it finally clicked for him. It is a simple answer. As we humans eat meat, the human spirits...
ごめんと。まあ魔力の補充なんて聖杯に補助されたマスターからの提供だけで大抵は事足りる。
Exactly. Usually they replenish enough magical energy from their master.
けど一人より大勢の方が大量摂取できるのは当然でしょ。
But it's obvious that one gets more magical energy from many people rather than just one person, right?
はっきり言ってしまえばね、実力のないマスターはサーバントに人を食わせるのよ。
To put it bluntly, a weak master makes his servant eat humans.
サーバントは人間の原感情や魂を魔力に変換する。
Servants transform human emotions and souls into magical energy.
自分のサーバントを強くしたいのなら、それが一番効率がいい。人間を殺してサーバントへの生贄にするマスターは決して少なくないわ。
That is the most effective way to make your servant more powerful. There are many masters who kill humans as sacrifices for their servant.
生贄にするって、それじゃ手段を選ばないやつがマスターなら、サーバントを強くするために人を殺しまくるってことなのか？
As sacrifices, so you're saying that if a master didn't care about his methods, he would kill humans to make his servant stronger.
そうね。けど、
そうね。
頭のいいやつならそんな無駄なことはしないんじゃないかな。
Yes, but I don't think a smart master would do such a thing.
いい？サーバントがいくら強力でも魔力の器そのものには限界がある。能力値以上の貯蔵はできないんだから、殺して回るにしても限度があるわ。
You see, even if servants are powerful, there's a limit to their magical energy capacity. They can't store more than their capacity, so there is a limit to how much they can kill and collect magical energy.
それに、あからさまに殺人を犯せば教会が黙ってないし、何よりそのシーンからサーバントの能力と正体が他のマスターたちにバレかねない。もちろん、マスター自身の正体もね。
The association wouldn't ignore you if you went around killing people, and most of all, other masters might figure out your servant's abilities and identify them from the cause of death, not to mention the identity of the master as well.
聖杯戦争は自分の正体を隠していた方が圧倒的に有利だから、普通のマスターならサーバントを出し惜しみするはずよ。
It is highly advantageous in the Holy Grail War to keep your identity a secret, so a normal master should be stingy about using their servant. So let me just reread this. So if you see a servant with magical energy, they can't store more than their capacity, so there's a limit to how much you can kill and collect. Association would ignore you if you went around doing this shit. Not to mention the identity of the master. Okay. I see. Certainly, if nobody knows that you are a master, there's no danger of other masters attacking you. Conversely, if you know who the other masters are, you could definitely pull a surprise attack on them. But that theory... There won't be many masters that would have their servants attack humans and reveal their identity. Well, there might be one. I'm glad, and there's no problem. That means servants won't indiscriminately attack humans without orders from their master.
でしょうね。仮にも英雄だもの。自分から人を殺して回る奴は、そもそも英雄だなんて呼ばれないだろうけど。もう断言はできないか。
Right, they are heroes, right? Someone would go out and kill people. Who would go out and kill people wouldn't be called a hero in the first place? Well, no, I can't really say that for sure. Jealous. There are many examples of people becoming heroes just because they were a mass murderer. Jack the Ripper? Ass the Ripper? Tohsaka makes an ominous comment, as it seems to be her true feelings rather than just sarcasm. A bit of strain in her personality might be showing. Let's get back to the conversation. So what are you gonna do? Since you don't want to kill people, you're just going to watch, is that right? I take back what I said. She really has a bad personality. She's a real bully, putting me on the spot and asking me that with a smile. I'll just have to stop them. The masters will calm down once they lose their servants, right? Unbelievable. You say you won't go out and kill other masters, but you also say you'll kill them if they do anything bad. Emiya-kun, do you realize you're contradicting yourself? As I said, we're all human contradictions. Hypocrisy is human nature. It literally is the essence of being a human, is to be hypocrisy. That's my philosophy, and I believe it's nothing but true. You can be less hypocritical than others, but at the end of the day, the core of human nature still is very hypocritical. There's hypocrisy in every aspect of human ideology. So, yes, I am contradicting myself. And yes, that's okay, because I'm human. Yeah, I know it's selfish, but I can't think of any other choices. I won't change my decision no matter how much you argue against it. But there's one problem with that. Can I tell you what that is? She's plotting something. With that face, she's definitely plotting something. Dang tsundere. But as a man, I have to listen. Alpha male response. Initiate. You mean Elias von Einzabern? Yes, of course I do. What about the lovely woman who tried to hacksaw me in half with a fucking Greece champion warrior berserker fuck meat tard? How can I forget they attacked us mercilessly? Service with a smile. Mercilessly with a smile. That girl will come and kill us. I think you know that too. Yes. Yes, okay. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. Yes, okay. Yes. What about it? Tohsaka? Chan? I see. Naruhodo. Soka, that girl is a master too. Since she knows Tohsaka and I are masters, she will come and attack us someday. I don't know if it'll be today, or tomorrow, or the day after, or the day after that, or the day after that, or 10 years, or 15 years from now, or fucking the next millennia, but I do know, it's a death sentence. At least I know I can stop such a monster. I can't stop such a monster. Her servant, Tohsaka, is on a different level.
マスターとして未熟なあなたにあれは撃退できない。自分からは何もしないで身を守るって言うけど、あなたは身を守ることさえできないわ。
You can't match it being an inexperienced master. You say you won't do anything except defend yourself, but you won't even be able to do that.
悪かったな。けど、そういう遠坂だって、あいつには勝てないんじゃないのか?
Sorry, but you wouldn't be able to beat it either, right? Embarrassed.
白兵戦ならあれは最強のサーバントよ。きっと歴代のサーバントの中でもあれと並ぶやつはいないと思う。
I wouldn't be able.
バーサーカーに襲われたら逃げ延びる手段はないわ。
I wouldn't be able to beat it head on. It's the most powerful servant in hand-to-hand combat. I don't think any previous servant could match it. Even I wouldn't be able to escape if Berserker attacked me.
それは俺だって同じだ。今度襲われたらきっと次はないと思う。
I feel the same way. I don't think I'll get another chance if it attacks me again. Unconsciously, I place my hand on my stomach and on Tohsaka's ass. Just kidding. XD. Maybe not. Whomst. The wound on my stomach is healed now. No, you couldn't call it a wound. It was pretty much instant death. My nausea returns just at the thought of taking another blow like that.
そういうこと。わかった。何もしないままで聖杯戦争の終わりを待つなんて選択肢はないってことが。
That's right. Do you get it? You can't choose to wait until the Holy Grail War is over without doing something. Not doing anything.
けど、遠坂、お前さっきから何を言いたいんだよ。ちょっと理解不能だぞ。
Yeah, I get it. But what are you trying to say? I don't quite understand.
死刑宣告された俺を見るのが楽しいってわけでもないだろ。
You're not having fun.
もしかして楽しいのか?
Watching me being condemned to death, right? Oh. Or are you? Dog, I just realized this has been an hour and 7 minutes of just me listening, just talking to Rin pretty much. What the fuck? I know I went on a few rants, but still, I feel like that's long for one conversation with a character. Jeez, this is the VN culture right here, boys. I don't have such a bad taste.
もうここまで言ってるのにわからない？要するに私と手を組まないかって言ってるの。
Jeez, don't you get it after I've said so much? In short, I'm asking you if you want to join up with me. Huh? Whomst. If I take that at face value, that's...
手を組むって俺と遠坂が?
Join up? You mean me and Tohsaka? Whomst. Hi.
そう。
Yes.
私のアーチャーは致命傷を受けて目下治療中。完全に回復するまで時間がかかるけど、それでも半人前ぐらいの活躍はできるはずよ。
P is stored in the balls. Therefore, my archer received a fatal wound and is healing right now. It will take a while for him to heal fully, but he should still be about half as useful. Yes.
で、そっちはサーバントは申し分ないけど、マスターが足引っ張ってやっぱり半人前。
And there are no problems with your servant, but her master is dragging her down. So she is half as useful as well. See, it adds up just fine. The math checks out. Send nudes. Rather, just get down. Let me take them cheeks, girl. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that was like the whitest thing I've ever said in my life. Holy fuck. Just the delivery of that was just like pure fucking honey or tuna casserole was ready. In a nutshell. Like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. I'm not that bad.
私が知る限りでもう3回も死にそうになったのに1日で3回も殺されかける人間なんて初めて見たけど
Even though you've almost died 3 times from now, from what I know of, I think you're the first person I've ever seen almost died 3 times in one day. Wow, that's impressive, even for you, Ningen. But that's...
同盟の対価ぐらいは払うわ。アーチャーを倒されたことはチャラにしてあげて、マスターとしての知識も教えてあげる。ああ、 あと暇があればエミヤ君の魔術の腕を見てあげてもいいけど。
Urine is stored within the confines of the testicles. I'll compensate you for the alliance. I'll forgive you for beating Archer. And I'll teach you about being a master. Oh, and if we have time, I can look at your skills as a mudgets. How about it? That certainly is an attractive proposal. As I don't know anything, Tohsaka would be a reliable teacher. And if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tohsaka. Not because she's the girl I admired at school. In fact, if I didn't know her like this, I wouldn't have felt this much resistance. The Tohsaka Rin in front of me is so different from how people describe her as an honor student. But talking to her, she is just Tohsaka. And it seems she's just as she appears. Well, in other words, I'm saying I find her so much more attractive this way that I'm wondering why I even have to tell myself this. That's what I was trying to say earlier, how I like girls like this with the double life and shit. Like, I love her true personality way more than what people make her seem to be as far as, like, the lore. I agree with Shiro. Emiya-kun, I want to hear your answer. Okay, this is gonna be a choice I have to make. She urges my response. I eat ass. Okay, let's cooperate. Yes. There's no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a mudgets. Even if it's temporary, if Tohsaka is going to give me a hand, I don't think there's any better option. Alright, I'll take that offer, Tohsaka. Honestly, it will really help me out if you do so. Then it's decided. Let's shake hands. For now, let's stay allies until we beat Tohsaka. Oh, I see. I guess that's how it'll be, huh? I guess it can't be helped, but that's easier to understand. I shake her hand. I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Tohsaka's soft hand. Soft hand? I realize she is a girl. In comparison, my hand covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is ill-suited. The instant I think so, I pulled back. Embarrassed. What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all? What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all? No, it's not that. It's a real help to be able to ally with you. It's not that, so don't worry about it. That's a cute face. After making a puzzled face, aw, she makes a malicious expression. What? I'll take back the agreement if you say something stupid. I will, I really will! I love this girl. She's just toying with him. Was that the first time you've held a girl's hand? I love a sassy, feisty, strong little girl like this, man. She's fucking cool. Minus the little part. Don't take that out of context. Anyway, you seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shiro. No, it's not that, but... I'm just embarrassed because it was Tohsaka, but I can never say such a thing, and certainly I have never touched a girl so strongly before. Well, Fujina is an exception. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex. Hey, hold on. Wasn't there something weird in what she just said? Piss is stored in the balls. You really do show your feelings on your face, like I've heard. Well, I won't ask you about it now. It'll be a problem if I poke fun at you and you get sulky. And here's a deposit. I'll give you this, so think of it as proof of our alliance. Tohsaka puts a book on the table. It looks just like a diary. There's no title, and it is wine red. The color seems to suit Tohsaka.
私の父さんの持ち物だけど、もういらないからあげる。一人前のマスターには必要ないものだけど、あなたには必要だと思って。
It's my father's, but I'll give it to you since I don't need it anymore. It's not something a full master needs, but I thought you might need it. Tohsaka's eyes tell me to take a look. Then, excuse me. 失礼します. I open it to a random page. Then, じゃあ、これなはどうかしら? Alright, there's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops up into my head. Holy shit. Am I summoning Musashi again?
Tohsaka,
Tohsaka, what is this?
各サーバントの能力表よ。聖杯戦争には決められたルールがあるのはもう分かってるでしょ？それはサーバントにも当てはまるの。
It's the status of each of the servants. You already know the Holy Grail War has its set of rules, right? It's the same for the servants.
まず、呼び出される英霊は7人だけ。
First of all, only 7 heroic spirits are summoned.
その7人も、聖杯があらかじめ作っておいたクラスになることで召喚が可能となる。英霊そのものを引っ張ってくるより、その英霊に近い役割を作っておいて、そこに本体を呼び出すっていうやり方ね。
Those 7 can be summoned only after they become one of the predetermined classes that the Holy Grail has prepared in advance. Instead of bringing the actual heroic spirit, it made a class similar to the spirit, and called it into that.
口寄せとか降霊術は、呼び出した霊を術者の中に入れて、何らかの助言をさせるでしょ？それと同じ。
Spiritual spells which call forth spirits put the spirit in the caster's body, right? It's like that.
時代の違う霊を呼び出すには、あらかじめ箱を用意しておいた方がいいのよ。
They call forth a spirit from a different time frame. It's easier to prepare a case for them in advance. Class. Oh, that's why Saber is Saber. The archer class is full of archers. You know, funny thing about that quote from the Unlimited Blade Works anime, I actually saw a tweet yesterday saying that that was a mistranslation. And actually, in reality, she was trying to say, wow, Archer, you really are an archer, instead of the archer class is full of archers. She was trying to say that because Archer was not, her servant was not acting like an archer. So then, when he was talking about, like, his eyes can see so far away, can count the tiles on the bridge and crap like that, she was like, wow, Archer, you really are an archer. You're really, like, starting to show, act like an archer, show your true colors as an archer. That's what she meant to say, but they mistranslated the subtitles to the archer class is full of archers, and then it became a meme, kind of like the people die when they are killed. That was interesting because I didn't think that was a mistranslation. I don't think anyone actually knew that I know of, so that's pretty interesting to know. Yeah, fun fact there. So that's right, I told you heroic spirits need to hide their identity, right? That's why they will never ever say their real names. Naturally, their summoned class becomes their name. So the 7 classes are Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker, Katatsu, whatever the fuck she said at the end there.
聖杯戦争のたびに1つや2つはクラスの変更はあるみたいだけど、今回は基本的なラインナップね。通説によると、最も優れたサーバントはセイバーだとか。
There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes every Holy Grail War, but we have a basic lineup this time. The standard opinion is that Saber is the best servant.
これらのクラスはそれぞれ特徴があるんだけど、サーバント自体の能力は呼び出された英霊の格によって変わるから注意して。
Each class has their own special characteristics, but the abilities of the Savantas differ according to the rank of the heroic spirit summoned. Yeah, basically how many stars they have in Fate, Grand Order, XD, Rar, Might, 3. Rank of the heroic spirits, you mean how strong they were when they were alive?
それもあるけど、彼らの能力を支えるのは知名度よ。
That also, but what strengthens their ability is their popularity.
生前何をしたか、どんな武器を持っていたかってのは不変のものだけど、彼らの基本能力はその時代でどのくらい有名なのかで変わってくるわ。
What they did and what weapons they had do not change, but their basic abilities change depending on how famous they are in this time.
英霊は神様みたいなものだから、人間に崇められるほど強さが増すの。
Heroic spirits are like gods, so they grow stronger the more people worship them.
存在が濃くなるとでも言うのかしらね。信仰を失った神霊が精霊に落ちるのと一緒で、人々に忘れ去られた英雄にはそう大きな力はない。
As I guess you can say it solidifies their presence. It's the same as divine spirits falling to the ranks of spirits when they lose their faith. Heroes that are forgotten by the people do not have much power.
もっとも忘れられていようが知られていなかろうが、元が強力な英雄だったらある程度の能力は維持できると思うけど。
But then, even if they are forgotten or unknown, if he was originally a powerful hero, then I think he can keep his powers to some extent.
じゃあ、多くの人が知っている英雄で、かつその武勇伝も並外れていたら。
Then, if it's a hero everyone knows and their story was significant, if their story was,
間違いなく A ランクのサーバントでしょうね。
he would undoubtedly be an A rank student. I mean, fuck, an A rank servant.
そういった意味でもバーサーカーは最強かもしれない。
Tohsaka might be the strongest in that regard too.
何しろギリシャ神話における最も有名な英雄だもの。
After all, he is the most famous hero in Greek mythology.
近代の英雄たちはそれだけで特殊な宝具を持っているっていうのに、英雄自体が強いんじゃ手の打ちようがない。
The heroes from the Age of Gods have special noble phantasms, just because of that. And if the hero itself is strong, to add to that, there's nothing much we can do.
トサカ、その宝具ってなんだ？
Tohsaka. What is this noble phantasmer? Noble phantasmer. What is this noble phantasm?
そのサーバントが生前使っていたシンボル。英雄と魔剣聖剣の類はセットでしょ？要するに彼らの武装のことよ。
It's the symbol that the servant used in their life. Heroes and their holy swords or demonic swords come as a set, right? So in other words, they're weapons.
武器ってセイバーの見えない剣とか？
So in other words, they're weapons. Weapons, you mean like Saber's invisible sword?
まあね。あれがどんな曰くを持っているか知らないけど、セイバーのあれは間違いなく宝具でしょ。
Yeah, I don't know what history it has, but it certainly is her noble phantasm.
言うまでもないと思うけど、英雄ってのは人名だけじゃ伝説には残れない。
P is stored in the balls. I don't think I even need to say that. It's so obvious. So sorry. That pose she does is just so memeable every time. I just think P is stored in the ball. And heroes cannot stay in a legend with just their names. They each have a weapon that became their trademark. That is the most powerful weapon, called a noble phantasm, the crystallization of people's desire for a miracle.
要するに強力なマジックアイテムってことか。
So in short, a powerful magical item.
そうそう。ぶっちゃけた話、英霊だけでは強力な魔術、神秘には太刀打ちできないわ。
Right, to be blunt, heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries.
けれど、そこに宝具が絡んでくると話は別よ。
I wonder if this video would get flagged if I titled it P is stored in the balls, or, more Gladion, urine is stored within the confines of the testicles. Even though I wouldn't be able to fit all that. How about just urine is stored in the I feel like I should avoid that. Like, fuck, it would be a legendary title. Holy shit, why does YouTube have to be so prude? That would be the most legendary title of all time. My gosh. Man, YouTube, just loosen up, relax, alright? We're just chilling. We ain't mean no hate, no nothing bad. This is all love. And we all just joking around and having fun. Just let me put P is stored in the balls as the episode title. Don't be all prudy, advertiser this, and your advertisers don't care about that. There's literally a video on YouTube of like, I ain't even gonna say it, but there's some way worse videos that are still on YouTube. Come on, just let me put P is stored in the balls in the title. That's legendary. If you agree that's legendary, let's go ahead and let them know. Just write down the word legendary in the comments so I know you think it's legendary. Legendary. Let's write it. Kind of like a Halo 3 fucking the highest difficulty mode. You can do the campaign or whatever and just write legendary. Slayer. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, to be blunt, heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries, but it's a different story when the noble phantasms come in. Hogu. Heroes wielding noble phantasms can even defeat spirits of several ranks higher. It's because most holy and demonic swords appearing in legends are close to the level of sorcery. Swords that kill dragons, which are the most powerful Fantasia race. Shoes that run far and wide, and even god-killing demonic swords. Anyways, the weapons heroes have are so extraordinary, it makes you wonder how they cannot be almighty. I'm not overstating, saying the battle between servants is concentrated in the battle between the noble phantasms. So servants that are heroic spirits have at least one noble phantasm. Yes, as a general rule, one hero can hold only one noble phantasm. Usually something like a sword or a spear. There's this weapon called the Mountain Dew called the Mountain Destroying Sword in China, right? You can only swing it once, but it's a magical sword, so one swing will even destroy a mountain and such. I think it's kind of like that. Oh, there's a fucking plane flying over my house. I apologize if you can hear it. Actually, no, it's landscapers. I'm a BRB. Because I can't cut that out. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do what I did with episode 6 with this episode 2, because the remainder of this episode is approximately an hour and 40 minutes long. There's a 16-minute part, and then I cut again, and then there's an hour 24-minute part that is the rest of this episode. For this early part of the bulk recording, I guess I didn't really pay attention to how long each individual episode was going to be, since I was just playing the complete objectives, and I didn't really realize I was making like 3 hours worth of content in one episode, and I think it's kind of stupid to upload a 3-hour Let's Play episode. So we're gonna end this one off here. The next episode, actually, when I resume the recording, I actually start recording the next day after this one, because I just got tired and I honestly didn't resume recording this until the very next day. So it is kind of like a fresh episode in that sense. It's not like I came back 10 minutes later and started reading this again. So it's actually the next day in real life. But it's just the rest of this conversation as far as the episode, and that's what it'll be. So hope you enjoyed this one. Go ahead and drop a like, comment, and sub if you did. And stay tuned for the next one, as we will have more speaking with Rin and Saber. Exciting stuff. Anyway, have a great day, everyone, and God bless. Peace.